What is going on, everybody? So I'm trying to catch up and watch some newer release films this year because I wanted to make my cumulative 2022 list, and I'm trying to throw as many films in as I possibly can. And this one I put on the list because I feel like it's really an interesting story. When you look at Disney as a corporation and their animated film catalog, I feel like over the past several years, Disney is almost losing faith in its products to where either they get a really short theatrical run straight to Disney Plus. All these really weird things happen, and as someone who really does enjoy Disney's animated catalog, I always try to watch their films because I, unlike a lot of the general public, really enjoyed Lightyear. I didn't think it was like the most original thing, but I thought it was super fun, really enjoyable. I liked all the characters. I thought it added to the Toy Story world in a way that I felt was really enjoyable. And although it wasn't a perfect film, I feel like people were really hard on it. I don't really know what else they were expecting. But this film, Strange World, is really interesting to me because I feel like I saw a couple trailers for it. It was barely marketed, and it was in theaters for like a week before they put it on Disney Plus. And I know it didn't do super well, so I wanted to check it out, and I'm going to give my thoughts on it today. Strange World is directed by Don Hall, a journey deep into uncharted and treacherous land where fantastical creatures await the legendary Clades, a family of explorers whose differences threaten to topple their latest and by far most crucial mission. So when I saw the trailer for this movie, I thought that the animation was beautiful as per usual, but the actual trailer itself did not pique my interest to want to watch the movie. I was just kind of like, this looks pretty run-of-the-mill and standard, but I'm gonna watch it because I watch all their stuff anyway. And so going into this one, I really didn't know much about it other than that short little trailer that was released. And when I watched this movie, I came out thinking, wow, another disappointment. That's not to say this is the worst thing that Disney's ever released, because it's not. It's just incredibly average. And the reason why that's disappointing is the animation in this is some of the most unique and interesting that Disney's done in a long time as far as the world is concerned. The characters themselves are very generic for Disney. I feel like they're really kind of hitting this very similar style as of late that I'm not the biggest fan of. But as far as the world, the creature designs were so interesting and unique. But aside from that, it was really just another bland installment in their catalog. You have the story of this family, the Clades. You have the father, Jaeger Clade, and his son, Searcher, which whoever picked the names for this movie, whatever. And the dad is an adventurer. The son just kind of tags along because he wants to be with his dad. They end up finding these little like plant things that can create like electricity and power to be able to, build these like flying ships, run electricity in their household, all these different little things that are added into there. And when they discover it, the son wants to take it back home to show the entire town, while the dad wants to continue to explore, to find this world on the other side of this mountain. And so the two go their separate ways. You jump 25 years into the future. The dad's been gone. The son now has a wife and a son. The power things that they found that they grow in their house, they're starting to fall apart. They're not holding their energy, and so they have to go try to figure out what is causing the energy in these plants to be depleted. When they get into this world where they find where these things are coming from, Jaeger reappears, and it's all about the relationship between father and son and grandson, and it's that generational trauma that Disney is known for in almost every single one of their films. I feel like that's a hallmark of the Disney Corporation now, is let's make films about generational trauma and family dynamics between father and son. And it's not all that interesting, which is really disappointing. This movie is like an hour and 45 minutes, and it feels about a half hour too long. You get about the same repetitive sequences over and over again of the same type of dialogue, which is disappointing because I felt like this had a lot of potential. Even like Jake Gyllenhaal played the lead character, and his performance was so forgettable. I did like the inclusivity of a gay character. The son was interested in having a relationship with this boy that he met, and I thought that was cool. But Disney still kind of pushes that out of the way because they don't want to focus on that, so that when they send their films to China, that they can just hack that part out of the film so that they'll show it in the theater. Lightyear, which is really sad. I wish Disney would just go for it and put a gay character in their film and kind of flesh them out 100%. Lightyear did the same thing, but it was still just like such a minimal part of the movie. I feel like they're just doing it so that they can have a check mark of we're trying to be inclusive when they're really not doing anything all that interesting, which is unfortunate. Like I said, I don't really have a whole lot to say about this movie, unfortunately, because it's very generic. But the animation is really beautiful, it looks amazing, and I don't think that it's the worst experience that you're ever going to have watching a Disney film. It's just not one you're going to remember. So have you seen Strange World? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Leave me a comment down below and let me know what you thought. I thought this was okay. It wasn't really anything super unique or interesting, and I probably won't ever watch it again. As always, if you can like the video and subscribe to the channel, it helps me out a lot and lets me know the type of content you're looking for. I'm always putting out new material and look forward to getting more out for you in the near future. And as always, everyone, thank you so much for watching and have a great rest of your day.